Black Estate, Our Interest, Our Voice podcast, where you can hear real conversations on real topics about real issues affecting our community, get real views and real advice from real professionals about real estate and business. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black Estate, Our Interest, Our Voice podcast with Tinisha, the Real Estate Diva. Today, I'm here with the beautiful Rachelle Love of the Lux Agency in Los Angeles, California. Rachelle is a commercial lender. She's been in the business for quite some time and really services all of the Los Angeles area. Rachelle, we want to welcome you here today. Thank you for coming and being with us.
Thank you for having me, Tinisha. First of all, it is a pleasure and absolute delight to be part of the Black Future Month. Okay?
Yes. Well, just so you guys know a little bit more about Rachelle, she is not only a commercial lender and CEO of the Lux Agency, but she is also one of the newest members of the Black Estate. She is running she's our sales and advertising and marketing director with the Black Estate Mag, and we are extremely happy to help her, or extremely happy to have her with us. She's really going to help bring this to the next level and to help bring the Black Estate nationwide.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tinisha. You know, when I hear the word, the Black Estate, it really brings up a connotation of richness and royalty. And really, that's what I want to exude. I want to showcase the Black magazine in not just your community, not just the Los Angeles community, but all across the nation. So one of the things that I just kind of want to jump in and talk about is the positioning of the Black Estate magazine. So I came up with a little acronym. So for people that are wondering, what does Black mean? We hear Black Lives Matter. We hear, power to the people. So I really want to say what's going to help you bring the Black Estate magazine top of mind is Black. B is for building legacy, right? Yes. We're building assets. Mm-hmm. We're helping people acquire the real estate and then move and cause generational wealth. Right. Legacy is really building that generational wealth. Mm-hmm. And then A for access. We're giving you access to capital. We're giving you access to creative funding opportunities that you didn't know existed. Yes. That's what the Black Estate magazine will do. When our readers get the magazine in their hands, it will be chock full of information. Exactly. So they'll be excited. And then C is for capital. Yes. We want to let people know there is absolutely capital for you. The first-time home buyer, the investor, the small business owner. And then K is just knowing your key responsibilities. So that's our acronym for Black.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. I'm super excited to have you working with me on this project. You are going to bring a whole new light to it and expansion to it as well. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the market there in California and kind of what you do there. I know that you do commercial lending. Is that through traditional lending, or do you also do, I'd say, hard money lending for wholesalers and investors? And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, basically, yes, Tinisha, you're right on. My space that I am marketing within is a commercial lending space. So I'm geared to the investor. I'm geared to the small business person, business purpose loans, hard money loans. Sometimes it really has a bad connotation, but I really want to let people know there's money out there. So if you own an asset, that's what it's all about. Being able to take, resources from one asset and move it into another. So you're going to buy an asset for investment uses. So it'll be a non-occupied property. So that's really what I do. I help people, I educate people, and I empower them to not be afraid. I think so many times, and especially like I said, for this month, I don't know when this will air, but we are the Black future. We're not living in the past. We're not living under our grandparents, restrictions and what they had. But I do want to mention that the marketplace is a very competitive market right now.
Right. I was going
The
to ask you about that.
inventory is very, very low. And so, how can you really just get ready to take it by the reins and say, I'm going to jump into the market? So, I know that we're going to talk in depth about it, but I just wanted to give a little tidbit on how the market is going to move for 2022.
And right now, that's a huge question. I mean, especially now, as we speak, there is a looming war going on with Russia invading the Ukraine. We're already noticing that the stock markets are all over the place, and they're definitely dropping, and people are kind of panicking. Do you foresee that happening as well with the real estate market? Is that going to affect us in the market and home prices?
That is a great question. Well, here's the thing. This is just my perspective. Um, we've been in this pandemic for 2 years, and we're at the end of the pandemic. So they're calling it an endemic, right?
Oh, that's what they're
And
calling it now, the endemic.
the endemic.
Okay.
So I would say for any investor out there, for any individual that has been waiting to purchase their home, this is the time to get in, because the interest rates and the feds are going to raise the interest rates again, making it almost impossible to come into the market. So I just want to encourage anyone that is waiting, go ahead and pull the trigger. Let's get you ready to be a homeowner. Let's get you ready to buy your second home, your investment property. Because here's the other thing. When we say investment properties, there is a big boom on short-term rentals. So, everyone knows about the Airbnb platform.
Yeah, everybody's on it right now. Like anything you look up on social media, like that's a new way of gaining wealth. Especially, I see a lot more Black people that are getting into Airbnb and investing. So yeah,
And
what's going on
so
with that?
I would just like to say, there's a lot of legislation through our hospitality industry, and they are trying to prevent Airbnb owners. So there's an arbitrage method, and then there's the owner method. So I want to encourage people that are just getting into the market, maybe look at the ownership portion, look at investing in a property and then rehabbing the property, what we call a fix and a flip. But instead of letting it go, you hold. So buy and hold is a strategy that I definitely want to educate, the viewers, the listeners, the people that are going to get that Black Estate magazine.
Yes.
This is what they have something to look forward to, us educating them, us empowering them, us giving them the knowledge and the access to go get the capital they need.
Definitely. And also the resources. I love it. Now, I wanted to ask you, what are buyers experiencing right now in the LA market? So a huge thing with Portland and our buyers here, like they are convinced the reason our market is going up so high is because we have all these people moving in from California. and,
True.
and so what's happening is that our prices, our housing market is going up, and they're like, oh, well, those Californians, they're used to spending, $500,000 on a 2-bedroom home. So when they come up here and they find a 3-bedroom for that price, they feel like they've hit the jackpot. So like people start coming in, and it's not just Californians. We have people like that are literally moving here from all over the country, but it is definitely driving our housing market up, and it's kind of pricing the people that live here out. So what we want to know is the same thing happening in LA, and who is pricing you guys out? Like why are you guys leaving LA and starting to buy now into Portland?
Now that is a great question, because I personally know a lot of friends that have picked up and moved from California. They're going north, they're going east, they're going
Mhm.
to Arizona, they're going to Vegas because the marketplace is displacing people.
Mhm.
And we are being driven out of the market because
Right.
of new cash buyers.
Mhm.
So the cash buyers are coming into the market and there is no negotiating.
Right.
If I have my house on the market right now and I'm seeking a certain price, and then you get someone who's going to go through traditional financing, and
Mhm.
then I get a cash buyer as the seller, it's like it is a seller's market. It's a
Right.
selling frenzy right now.
Definitely.
But that soon will come to an end. So that's why I'm saying I'm trying to get people ready and willing to pull the trigger and jump into the market. But what you just asked, it is the cash buyers that are displacing,
Mhm.
investors that are coming in, um, foreign investors to be
Mhm.
exact.
Right.
They're coming
Right.
in and they're buying up lots, lots and lots. So it is,
So is
it
it
is
better to
to,
say for us that like they say, if you can't beat them, join them. Is it good for us now to start getting into the investment market so that we get a
it,
piece of that pie rather than us getting priced out of it and never being able to get into it? So, like, should we start looking into the same investments or?
absolutely.
Mhm.
So using that formula, that model, and getting into the metaverse, and
So
that's
let's
with
talk
our
about the
crypto.
metaverse. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about the metaverse. I've been hearing about it, but I haven't seen it. I'm on Facebook, like, where is the metaverse? How do you get into it? Is it like a separate hidden link on there, or like, what exactly is the metaverse and how does that work? And I heard there will be real estate
Yes.
available in the metaverse.
There is real estate in the metaverse. So that's what I'm talking about as far as empowering and educating
Mhm.
our, not only our customer, our ideal customer, but the Black community as a whole. Our
Right.
Black and Brown communities have always been behind the eight ball. They
Mhm.
always find out later, or
Right.
they're really skeptical and they're like, I don't know about that crypto and that Bitcoin. I'm
Mhm.
not really sure. Well, that's where the wealth is being made.
Right.
So I am part of a group that we invest, and I'm going to start hosting courses, master classes
Nice.
to educate and empower my community, because my community is all we have. When I look at my community and I see that it's changing rapidly,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, they just don't know.
Right.
They're
Right.
not informed. So let me inform you. This is what's out there. I just dropped my son off at an NFT convention. I didn't even
Nice.
know. So he's
Wow.
in the art world, and
Mhm.
that's his vein. And so I'm just proud of him and the aspects that he's doing
Right.
to promote Black excellence.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
what it's all about. So we
Exactly.
want, in the magazine, as they subscribe, these are the kind of stories that you can look forward to.
Right. And these are the type of
Lifestyle,
classes that will also be available to you
yes,
if you are looking to learn about NFTs and cryptocurrency and
exactly.
different investment vehicles that you can use or do with your properties. Because there's a lot that you can do once you do own a property. Ways that you can take equity out and maybe invest into some of these other things or invest into more properties.
That's exactly right. That's absolutely correct. And we want to propel the wealth building. Like I
Right.
started to say, in our grandparents' day,
Mhm.
the gap was about 26%. Do you know what the gap is today?
What is it now?
It's about 62%.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
we want to bridge the
mhm,
wealth gap.
definitely.
We want to have as many African American investors,
Mhm.
home owners in the marketplace, because that's our power. And we're
Mhm.
taking our power back.
Definitely. It's our time now. We've been stepped over and stepped on for so long. I mean, we weren't allowed to be a part as a realtor. You were not allowed to be a part of the NAR or to become a licensed realtor until 1968. And, and even then, the NAR kind of pushed back, and that definitely had an effect on our housing, the Black housing market, and the knowledge that we had to be able to pass down to other Black potential homeowners. And so
That's
we are, everybody else kind of has gotten a huge head start on us. And so, like you said, it's time that we take our power back. And it will be through us educating through the Black Estate magazine and through the platform and making classes available by lenders
absolutely.
like Rachelle that are seasoned and that really know about the market and different, like she said, creative ways to get capital for different projects. We'll also be finding other like-minded realtors and lenders and people in the finance world that will have something to contribute as well. So I'm really looking forward to, building this and to
Yeah.
have Rachelle as a part of this and really helping me, kind of trailblaze this and really making this something that is going to be beneficial, for people in general, but also for our people that really need this so bad.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. I'm
So
just so proud. I'm proud of you and
thank
having the
you.
tenacity to step out, number one, step out on faith and say, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. It's my time. And God really brings people that will help you see your vision
Right.
through to fruition.
You know what?
So
And
I'm
I
just,
prayed and I prayed and I asked God, I said, God, please. And it's crazy because literally in November, I was like, please bring me the right people to help,
yeah,
to help this do what it's supposed to. Because I know I didn't have this idea for no
absolutely.
reason. I know I'm called to
Absolutely.
make something amazing happen and to help other people with it, and, I got the call from Martin in December, and then Martin told me about you, and then things just started coming together. People started
Yeah,
coming out like, "Hey, we see what you're trying to do. We really want to help."
absolutely.
It's been a little difficult pushing it in Oregon because there just isn't as many Black businesses to
Mhm.
support, and the ones that are, we're still trying to reach and to kind of bring people in. Sometimes our people are the hardest to
They are.
to
They
get on
are.
a mission, but
And
to
you
keep
know what? It's not a negative.
it's not a
It's just
negative. Mhm.
when you don't know something, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
So when you sit at the feet of someone who's giving you the sauce,
Right,
giving
right.
you the gems, and saying, now you've been empowered, go out and take it. I just attended a conference last weekend in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and it was so motivating and so it was just so empowering. And
Mhm.
so basically, what they were basically letting us know, you've been empowered. Now you go out and empower someone else.
Right.
So it takes us to start with our family, our immediate
Mhm.
families, make sure mom is taken care of, make sure
Right.
your dad, make sure your family, make
Mhm.
sure they're secure. We're talking about secure the bag,
Right.
secure your family's wealth.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
doing having the house in a trust,
Mhm.
making sure that you're not in probate
Right.
because we know things are subject to change
Make sure you
and
have living trust set up. I've
that
had to
part.
tell a lot of my clients that are taking care or that are still living in the house of their grandparents because they are actually there to helping take care of their grandparents, but there's no living
Exactly.
trust set up. And now in the day of COVID, and things are just really at a high stress rate for a lot of people. So people are going through different medical issues, and are not guaranteed, to be here. So having that living trust set up, if somebody goes in the hospital and they can't really advocate for themselves or their finances,
Mhm.
is really important because once they put your elderly or any family member in a assisted living facility and they own property, they immediately put a lien on that property. A lot of families don't know this, and they're very surprised when it happens that their mother or grandmother has been in an assisted living facility for 6 months or 8 months, and they put a loan on the house, and now they can't do anything. If she were to pass away, now the assisted living facility owns it, and
That's
so yeah, there's your generational wealth, down the drain because that living trust wasn't set up. So those are
yeah.
really important things to do, like as you said.
And so that's really what the magazine will do. It
Hmm.
will offer resources.
Yes.
It will give nuggets of information so
Hmm.
you can actually read it, there will be a link where you can go and visit the person's, their website and get in contact with people that are supporting the real estate as a whole. I think
Exactly.
that's just key to what we're doing. We're driving engagement. We're causing, live events and virtual events and curated events for the home buyer as well as the real estate professional. We are professionals in this marketplace.
And we're here to
And it's
support
up,
each other. And
that's,
that's the
that's,
main thing. That was the
that's the
main
main thing.
idea for the magazine, is to really support each other. And by supporting each other, we can be a better support and resource to our community.
Absolutely.
And being able to put those resources out there and to tell you, hey, this is who I've used as my contractor.
Mhm.
They're amazing. This is who you should use as well. We want to be like the Underground Railroad of Black
Yes,
business and sending
yes.
business to each other. That was my vision for this, to
It's,
have kind of a circuit of Black businesses that we're doing the business with and referring. And that is, that not only on a local level, but a nationwide level.
and really, that what you just said, if we put that into practice, and I'm trying to do it every day,
Mm-hmm.
like okay, I have a person who styles my hair.
And it's
Okay,
beautiful,
now,
by the way.
thank you. And then I'm like, okay, I'd rather go to a Black restaurant. I have to go get my car repaired. I got to get my car washed. So there's things that we can do to put and recycle these Black dollars. That's
Exactly.
going to help propel us and
Yes.
keep us in the marketplace. We want
Exactly.
to support one another, and we have to be shown. It has to be shown through a business model that it works.
And that's what we're willing to do, is lead by example, and
Yeah.
we know, I knew when I came up with this that it wasn't going to be an easy mission.
Mhm.
And so it really excited me, though, to when LA reached out
Uh-huh.
and was like, hey, we love this. We need to have this down here. Like, this is something that is really going to work. It really kind of gave me fuel to know I was on the right path, really let me know that, hey, I was onto something, and this is something that's really going to help a lot of people, and it's going to take all of us, me, you, and the rest of the team, that we're bringing on to really make it, do what it's supposed to do. And so we are up for the challenge,
Oh,
and
yes.
we are getting ready to bring something amazing to America, and it could even go worldwide. Hey, it's Black people all
Hello.
over the country or
Let's
all
put
over
it
the
in the
world.
atmosphere.
Yes.
Let's put it in the atmosphere so we can manifest it and watch
Yes.
it happen. So, yeah, I just wanted to just kind of reiterate as far as what the magazine will bring and some of the benefits. I think those are the key points that is our selling package, letting the investor, letting the professional know that, yes, it is a marketplace, that they can also find resources. We have generational leads that will help them get to the next level and offer, their potential home buyer maybe a little surprise at the end of the year. So I'm gonna let you kind of spill the tea on that one.
So we're gonna hold. So I'm not gonna tell them about that just
Yeah.
yet. We do have
Okay.
something really special planned for the communities. But we're still in the process of putting it together. So we're gonna kind of keep it close to vest for right now. But it's something that is definitely going to help African American families and POC homeowners, and people that are trying to get into the market and can use a little help. So
Yes, I
we'll
love it.
be
I love it.
really just kind of um, giving them all the resources that they need, as far as credit repair, credit financing, people that can help them in whatever market that they are in, lenders, knowledgeable realtors, financing, as she said, for investment properties. Like, this
Everything.
is
Rehabs, fix and flips, wholesaling, short-term rental. I
yes,
mean, the list goes on and on. Equipment, uh,
yes,
if you need equipment, capital, working capital, SBA, some microloans. The list goes on and on. So
yes,
I am a resource. I serve nationwide, except for except for 3 states, but we can talk about it. They can reach out to me
Right.
and
So
we can
tell them,
find out.
yeah, so tell them where to find you. Tell them about your social media, your
Okay,
website, email that they can reach out. We'll also make sure that we post a link on here for you guys if you
absolutely.
guys want to follow up. She also has her own podcast. Can you tell them a little bit about your podcast, Rachelle?
Yes, well, I am starting a new podcast,
Nice.
and it's
Okay.
going to be called All Things Real Estate. And
Hey,
I am Rachelle, the real estate plug on
the
Instagram.
plug.
So
You guys
please
heard it first
follow
here.
me because the plug is the connector. I'm
Exactly.
all about connecting. In my other life, I did event planning for 25 years. So
Wow.
I I pride myself in knowing who is the best at doing what.
Yes.
And so when you come to me, I am a results oriented individual, and I want excellence in everything that I do. So I'm only going to refer the best of the
The best of the
best.
best. That's right.
So yes, my Instagram is Rachelle, Rachelle, the real estate plug, plug. My website is www the Lux Legacy Agency. And on Facebook, you can find me at the Lux Legacy Agency. And I'm really here to serve as an advocate. I'm here to serve as a mentor, to empower those that wish to, get in the market and invest and just really find out what is available to them at this time.
So let me ask you, Rachelle, where is the best area in Southern California to buy right now? Is there still an affordable area out there?
There's pockets. It's not all, in the ocean, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
There are pockets of Los Angeles that are very desirable, and they are like little jewels. So you kind of have to hunt for them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you work with the qualified realtors, as I know, we mentioned Martin Watkins, he's a realtor, great realtor. I work with a number of realtors. So I'm collecting a database that I can really, promote different realtors, different lenders, different escrow title. I have the gamut. So yes, reach out to me because there are places here that you can still buy and, raise a family.
Definitely. Now, what are the 5 key areas a lender will be evaluating if you are looking for a commercial loan? Say, if I had a business idea and I was looking for office space out there to own. What is it that you guys are looking for to give lending
Well, for the
or to
most
approve
part,
lending?
you can, as long as you are an entity, meaning you have an LLC, you have a corporation, or something like that. You have your entity, you're established with a business address, you have a business phone number, and you have a business checking account. That's really the main components to getting the business purpose loan. So,
Are they
um,
looking for a certain amount of capital to have been made first, or any
um,
particular
well,
amount?
here's the thing, because for most new businesses, they need working capital, and banks know that. So those are the keywords you need to use.
Mm-hmm.
I need working capital. And there's ways that we can even get around getting a loan. So, tap in with me and I can share those things
You
with
guys hear
you.
that? Make sure you tap
But
in, Rachelle Love.
I definitely want to give you all the sauce and all the gems because I never want someone saying, oh, she just left us. She didn't give us the juice,
Right.
But we want you to tune in to the magazine. We want you to
Yes.
read the articles. We want you to,
Because there will
you
definitely
know,
be nuggets of information in that
yes,
magazine and on the platform that you can
yes.
actually apply in real time and start working on your business plan, whatever goals you have with that, or start working on your next investment or even just your next forever home with your family.
And, I really want to just kind of emphasize the personal credit. If your credit is at a 640, as low as 640, a lender will say, yes, we can qualify you. You need to have at least 3 months of seasoning in your bank account, and you need to provide 2 months of W-2.
Okay.
Now, for the commercial side, we can go as low as 400 on the credit.
Really? Wow,
Yes,
serious. I never knew
yes.
that. Okay.
And as an independent
So why is it
contractor,
different on the commercial side than the residential side?
yes, there's a lot of differences. So on the commercial side, it is kind of incumbent on the business structure,
Mhm.
right? It's not so much determined on the credit, but it makes sense because you're actually buying interest rates.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So if your credit is a little stronger, you're going to get a better rate. Now
Right.
we know interest rates have increased and they're on the rise.
So
So
is that
that's
happening within commercial as well?
yes,
Okay. Wow. So right
exactly.
now, where are the commercial rates at? I'm not as familiar with the commercial rates as I am with
Commercial rates
residential.
start at five and up. They
Okay.
start at
Okay.
five.
Okay.
So,
What can you expect the commercial rates to rise up to by the end of the
um,
year?
they will probably they will be high sevens, eights
Wow.
soon.
Wow.
So that's why I'm saying I'm trying to like encourage everyone who is thinking
Mm-hmm.
about some type of investment property. Now is the time. Do not wait. Get qualified. And really you can shoot me an email and we can talk about the things that you need. If you're interested in any type of investment property, rental property, a fix and flip, a buy and hold, let me know and I can help you get the funding you need.
And so, Rachelle, let them know what states. Not you don't have to name off all 48 of
Mhm.
them, but she can help you in different states. So you don't have to be in LA. She can help you if you're here in Oregon. She can help you if you're in Washington, wherever you're at. Just reach out. I'm sure she'll let you know if your city or if the city that you're in is not one that she is licensed in. But she has again, she is the plug. So I'm sure if she's not licensed in your city, she may know someone that is.
And that's the truth. I do know someone. I have a network of people that I am working with, trusted advisors, trusted lenders that can get your job, your particular project done. So, New York is one, Ohio is one, and some parts of New Jersey, I believe. So, but I know people in all of those states and definitely can get it done.
So, are
So,
you familiar with some of the other markets? Like, would you know what would be the best market right now to invest in?
that's a good one. So, off the top of my head, um, there's parts of Tennessee
Wow.
that are
Okay.
going
Haven't
like
heard of
hotcakes.
Tennessee yet.
Yes,
Haven't heard anybody talk about that.
Boise, Idaho.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and the Carolinas, South Carolina is
Wow.
one.
Okay.
So though it's a buying frenzy out there because the property is a little affordable, a
Right.
lot
Right.
more affordable than California. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling California residents, don't focus so much on I'm going to get a house in California when you can go to Houston and buy up a lot,
Right. Right.
and have the house built from the ground up.
Hmm. That's what a lot of people
So
are doing now. Why I
and
mean,
that's
there's
what
people that
they're
are
doing.
leaving Portland right now to go back, south to go to Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, where they are finding more affordable property. And I've been telling some of my clients that even if you do decide to go someplace else to purchase, Portland, LA, these are still really hot areas. So even if
Yeah.
you are just purchasing a place to rent out here, it is worth it. It's worth it. Yeah, the market is a little bit more expensive and it may be a little harder trying to get into it, but if you're with the right lender and you have the right realtor to help you navigate it's definitely worth it. Because you will definitely see your money back, especially if you hurry up and buy and
Yes,
and do an Airbnb. Can you
exactly.
can you
Now
let
the
them know a little bit about
appreciation.
that with the Airbnb and what's getting ready to go on? Because I don't know if
Oh,
people really
okay.
fully understood,
Yes.
what's getting ready to happen, and I think they definitely need to know.
So this could be a little soundbite, and hopefully we can, share this along the social media sites. But starting March 1st, Atlanta has put in legislation through lobbyists to halt the Airbnb structure. So you can still do the short-term rental, but you have to be an owner. So that's one of the things that I really... That's
going to shake up the game a lot, because there's a lot of people...
Because if they're doing it there, you better believe it's going to come this way.
Exactly.
So Atlanta is a very big market, even though it's smaller than Los Angeles, but it is a hot market. Yes. So it is one way to kind of curtail the spending and buying and our buying power. I want to say that. So we want to just be ahead of the curve, if that makes sense. So just like I said, if you're ready, if you're already a homeowner and you're thinking about, I think I want to get into the short-term rental space, I'm the person to call. Yes. I can help you get it done. Yeah.
Definitely make sure you guys are reaching out to Rachelle Love. She can definitely help you find the financing and walk you through the process as well. If you're looking here in Portland, contact me, Tinisha, the Real Estate Diva. I can help you with all of your real estate needs, whether you are buying or selling, and also have other resources for you, credit-wise, again, financing-wise. This is one of my plugs right here. So definitely want to be reaching out. And I'm not one of those people that's afraid to share my resources. That is what I do this for. I'm trying to help everybody win. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any questions about real estate or investing, I'm your girl. She's your girl. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Tell them again, Rachelle, how to get a hold of you and where they can find you on social media, as well as how they can reach out to you directly.
All right. Well, you can find me on IG, Rachelle, the Real Estate Plug. And basically, I have the resources, I have the connections, I have the lenders to get you funded. You can reach me on Facebook at the Lux Legacy Agency, on my website, theluxlegacyagency.com. And then if you just want to send me a personal email, you can, RachelleLoveJones@gmail.com.
Thank you so much again, Rachelle, for coming on. I really enjoyed this. Yes, we will do this again. You guys will be seeing Rachelle again here on the Black Estate Podcast. Thank you guys all for tuning in. This is our 4th show. We are right now in Black History Month, you guys. And so
Black Future.
Yes.
Black future.
And we are creating Black history and our Black future as well. Yes. So thank you guys for joining us. You guys will probably be seeing this in maybe early March sometime, but happy Black History Month, you guys. Let's keep on rising, let's keep on shining, and let's keep on grinding.
Amen. Woo-woo.
Thank you so much, Rachelle, and I'll talk with you later.
All right.
Bye.
So join Tinisha, the Real Estate Diva, licensed broker and CEO of the Black Estate Mag at the Black Estate. Our interest, our voice podcast for some real conversation.